Hey, what's up, YouTube? Thank you guys for checking out my channel. Appreciate it. And like the title says in video, talking about keeping your motorcycle safe while parking in public. I just got out of a doctor's appointment, and usually with my motorcycle, I park it in my where my work is, and I'll park it also at home in a garage. Very rare do I ever just park it out here in public, but I have to go for my doctor's appointment over to work. So I brought it here. A couple things. I mean, obviously, if somebody wants to take your motorcycle, they can. Really two, maybe three guys at most is all that's needed to pick up the motorcycle, throw it in the back of the truck in less than 5 seconds, and just run off with it. So there's no real foolproof way to keep your motorcycles safe 100% of the time, especially if you park inside the public. Obviously, if somebody wants to, they can take a gun and just straight up like shoot you and take your bike while you're driving down the street. But you can do things to kind of mitigate it, is what you can, especially when you're parking. The first thing you can do, obviously, is kind of like what I did here. We're parked where there's plenty of people. They can see it. It's not anywhere dark like in a dungeon or where it's off to the side. It's pretty high visibility, so if you see somebody is trying to pick up a motorcycle on the actual truck, it's a little bit more visible. These are less likely to do that. Second thing, obviously, is making sure that I lock my wheel, turn it to the side at all times. Don't leave the key in or anything of that sort. I don't want to do any foolish shit like that. Next thing is I went out and got this thing. It is a electronic lock, is what it is, and it connects up to the actual disc brake, as you can see there, and then it comes up here. A couple things with that is, first of all, that a little bit high visibility as far as would have been attached with the cord. It's a good reminder for me that I don't fucking just drive off and turn my bike up. But at the same time, it kind of stands out a little bit more. So maybe thieves, they'd be a little bit more cautious of saying, hey, there's a lock on there. Maybe they don't want to deal with it. Number two, it just makes it harder to, even if they steal it, to try to get that piece off. It's a whole ordeal in that regard. So it just makes it harder for thieves to steal away with it. And also there's an electronic part to it where it'll make an alarm sound. I'm not going to sound it here, but it makes an alarm sound so that if somebody were to steal it, it'd make an alarm on the way. Obviously, whenever you film a YouTube video, that's just when the plane comes out, and like no exceptions. But I'll just say a few other words once that damn plane goes away. Jesus Christ, man. Things like loud as fuck too. But those are the things. There's some other things, like you can get chains for it. You can get all kind of other devices for it. Do what you can, and just don't leave your bike out completely naked. All right. And do what you can in order to keep it safe. There's some other things you can do, other devices. There's all kind of stuff online. But make sure you just do what you can, something that's not too inconvenient, but at the same time can keep your motorcycle safe. Remember at the same time that if somebody really wants to take it, they can take it, but just try to make it as hard as possible for thieves out there. Hey, what's up, YouTube? I am back home safe and sound. My bike safe also too. Just a great day at work. And what I want to show you was how loud the actual the alarm gets. So I set it up. I didn't want to do that inside that, out there in that parking lot. I mean, who knows how fucking people react. Black man in Oregon, hearing a bike alarm going off, see me fumbling around with some keys and shit. Nah, I don't want to get involved in no bullshit. So I'll do it here in my garage, nice and safe, all that kind of good stuff on there. So here we go. So I set the thing up, and you definitely want to practice because it takes a little bit to get your actual, there's like a little lock there that goes inside. It's like a little piece of metal that goes from one side to the other, almost like a stapler. But it goes on through and goes through the hole, so it takes a little bit of time and effort to get it lined up perfectly. But when you do, that's what it looks like. You can't pull it off. That's how loud it gets. It's attached to the string, is what it does. And there's a bunch of different types. You don't necessarily have to get this one. I'll put the name and everything in the description. I'm not a Amazon, whatever you call that fucking thing or some shit like that, but I'll just let you know what type it is what it is. And this is not an expensive thing or anything of that sort. But, you know, it's one of those things, just add a little bit of security so that people are just a little bit, probably like to maybe hesitate, maybe a good 5 seconds before they go off and steal your bike, all right? So again, I'm gonna try that alarm. That's what it sounds like. I'm gonna try to steal this bike. Yeah. See how loud it is? It's pretty loud, guys. And it just keeps going on and on. But then it goes off. So motherfucker try to steal your bike, make all that noise, load that bitch into the truck, and then, you know, boom. They ain't gotta worry about it anymore. Be nice and stable. So again, it's not foolproof. It will not keep your bike 100% safe, but it does help, and it'll help deter people from trying to steal your shit. So this is Joe. Thank you guys very much. Let me know if you think there's something out there that's better. Something that's still economical. Yeah, you can add one of those, I guess it's like one of those Apple, you know, key things that'll let you find shit that's lost, those AirTag things. You could add that to the bike. Maybe even there's probably a black box or something like that you can add to it, or something that they put inside those fucking cars when people go around stealing the cars and whatnot. So at least you can find it that way. But there may be other devices out there. Let me know if you got one that you use, that you like a lot, something you think is better. But at the same time, this is pretty cheap. It's pretty easy to put on, and it does serve its purpose as far as being a theft deterrent. Hope you guys have a great day, and thank you guys very much. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.